winner of the race, but we are under caution for the 4th time with a total of 29 laps completed in the Budweiser 400. And now we see Elliott remains ahead of Ricky Rudd on the racetrack, so Elliott is on the lead lap, but Rudd is right there on his back bumper, and some smoke coming from the Bodine car, probably just tire smoke though, as he braked going into corner 8.
Could be, but boy, Terry Labonte is really putting the pressure on him.
Here they come down the backstretch. Labonte will go to the high side, the outside of the racetrack, and he will pass Jeff Bodine, and so Terry Labonte now moves into that 3rd position. 2nd is Sterling Marlin, the leader Ricky Rudd. Then comes Jeff Bodine and Kyle Petty, followed by Chad Little, then Ken Schrader, Benny Parsons, and Dale Jarrett.
Labonte's car seems to be working very well. He's in the red and white number 11. Of course, he sets his sights now on Sterling Marlin, who's running in the 2nd position.
We've already had 4 caution periods in the first third of this race. And oh, there's some big smoke coming from the Jeff Bodine car, and even some flame coming from the exhaust pipes.
And he's staying out on the racetrack. Now, I don't know if there's any oil coming out from that car or not, but a lot of smoke. And boy, that could be trouble for the cars behind him, because if there's oil coming out of that car, and apparently it's not, because Kyle Petty coming up on him and is able to get good traction as they go up into turn 6.
That's certainly not the area of the racetrack that you want to put down oil, though, through the S's. But apparently there is no oil coming from that Bodine car, although he appears to be slowing now as he approaches turn number 8, and will be black flagged by the NASCAR officials.
Car's still running at a pretty good clip, so whether he's broken an oil line or what it is, it looks like oil smoke, quite a bit of it coming from the car, but he's still able to run good. And as he heads down the backstretch, he's running very strong, Bob.
Sure is, staying ahead of Kyle Petty, but as we indicated, the word from NASCAR is that he will be black flagged as he comes by the start-finish line this time. Now Kyle Petty going to the outside of the racetrack and passing Jeff, so Jeff obviously knows that there's something wrong with that car. Let's see what happens here in turn number 9. If he'll drop down to the inside and come in for a pit stop.
I'm sure that the NASCAR officials have told him that he would be black flagged, and he indeed is coming into the pit area. And let's go to Jerry Punch, who is there.
Well, again, a tough break for Jeff Bodine, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Waddell Wilson told me a minute ago that Jeff said on the radio the car was going to be running fine, just smoking very, very heavily. So Ned's speculation of possibly an oil line or something that may have ruptured on the car may be indeed accurate. They are going to raise the hood, and a cloud of smoke comes from beneath the hood, and now Jeff Bodine will shut the car off, and they will look to try to find out what the problem is. This is the same race car that Bodine was here last November with and was dominant here at Riverside. He led the most laps and seemed to be on his way to victory. With 11 laps to go, he cut a right front tire and finished back in the field. And again, tough break for Bodine at Riverside, California.
The Rick Hendrick team entered 4 cars for this race, and 2 of them have been in numerous times for pit stops, Jeff Bodine and Darrell Waltrip. The other 2, driven by Ken Schrader, and the car now driven by Elliott Forbes Robinson, are still out there in competition. There you can see Bill Elliott leading Ricky Rudd, but Bill is simply getting his lap back. The leader of the race is Rudd in number 26. Back with more of the Budweiser 400 right after this. And Ricky Rudd has now put Bill Elliott a lap down once again. Rudd leading in the Buick, and as you can see, the last win in 1982 when Tim Richmond did it. And Ricky let the car slide out a little wide there in turn number 9, and Elliott is right there on the inside to challenge him as the cars come out of corner number 9, but Ricky Rudd holds him off, and Bill Elliott goes a lap down once again. Here's the race for second involving Sterling Marlin in car number 44 and Terry Labonte in number 11, as Labonte is having a fine run this afternoon. So for that matter is Sterling Marlin.
Labonte, a former winner here. Sterling Marlin has never won a Winston Cup point race. He won the Winston Open at Charlotte a few weeks ago. But he has certainly picked up on how to drive a road course, doing a good job, even though he got his wheels off the course just a little bit there, but he's holding on Terry Labonte.
One of the drivers that you just know is going to win a race sometime. It's just a matter of time. And we have word from the pit area that the number 7 car of Alan Kulwicki is pulled behind the wall. So all of you Wisconsin racing fans that pull for Alan Kulwicki, it'll be a non-finish for Alan Kowicki. Jerry Punch is in the pit area.
Well, they have pushed the Levi Garrett Chevrolet behind the wall. Jeff Bodine getting unhooked, but they are still working on the car. Jeff, what's wrong?
We never give up. I don't know. We went around the second corner as the car started smoking. We made another lap, and then it got real bad, and the engine started to skip. We have really no idea what's wrong. Sometimes after you stop an engine during a race and restart it, you crack cylinder heads, you break things. Looks like that might have happened to us. Right now, we just don't know what's happened. We're going to try to fix it and get back out there. We're having a lot of fun. It's no fun sitting in here. Hi, kids. Sonia, be home in a little while.
Oh, Jeff Bodine, tough break for him. Let's go up pit road to Alan Kowicki's pits and Dick Bergman. Dick?
Well, Alan Kowicki has just pulled in here, and there's a lot of water behind the car, and no wonder why all the belts are off. Alan, what happened?
The pulley broke off the front of the engine. It lost all the oil pressure, and I'm sure it damaged the engine, so it looks like we're out for the day.
Well, they're going to push him into the garage area anyway, just in case these guys don't want to quit, but it sure does look bad. All the pulleys are gone from the front. The fan even is damaged in the car.
Alan Kowicki behind the wall, so is Jeff Bodine. But the action continues on the racetrack, and the best battle is for second. As you can see, Terry Labonte in car number 11 has passed Sterling Marlin in car number 44. So Labonte now second, Marlin back to third. The leader of the race continues to be Ricky Rudd.
And after he moved around Bill Elliott, he has really moved away from him, Bob. So Ricky Rudd is hooked up.
Now we can see Kyle Petty coming through the picture, and we go back even further. There's Chad Little and Ken Schrader, but here is an excellent battle, and that's Rusty Wallace moving to the inside of Dale Earnhardt going into turn number 9.